Alexander with
With S, yeah.
It is interviewing Bucky. It's a very serious interview.
Alright, okay. First question. When tensions were first starting to rise before the Cold War between the US and the USSR, did you think much of it? Why?
Well, you always think much of it because they're barely allies, and then after the victory, they turned the Russians turned into more of a aggressive in nature, and demanding more, and that wasn't a good thing.
Okay, so what was life like in Germany during that time?
Well, let's see, I got into the Air Force 1955, and let's see, July of 1955, and I landed in Frankfurt, and then we went to Wiesbaden, and I was stationed at the 7100th USAF hospital. It was a 550-bed hospital. And a lot of the cases that they had there were from the Korean War. And personally, as a just starting out as a dentist, the stuff that we saw up there was fantastic. We'd never get that exposure to the amount of material that we had to work with. So that's one aspect of it. Getting over there, why the people were, let's see, the ratio for marks to the dollar was 4.5 marks, German marks to $1. So 1 mark was worth around 25 cents. The people were very happy to get American money. We had, for instance, we had a lady who came in, a putzfrau, I call them putzfrau, cleaning ladies. They came into the BOQs and cleaned our areas for us, and we paid her, and she wanted to get paid in American cigarettes, because a lot of the market for their economy was in the sub rosa type transfer of goods with goods. The American cigarettes were in demand, so everybody gave her 2 cartons of cigarettes that cost about $1.25 a piece. And so she had 2 guys with clubs that would come and walk her home with her loot so she wouldn't get robbed. So for her that was a big deal. If you buy those cigarettes, and people were paying like 3 or 4 marks for a pack of cigarettes. That's a lot of money for them. What else? The economy seemed that people were certainly not under any kind of duress, as far as I could see. They had there's still a lot of war damage. A lot of buildings were bombed out yet. In fact, I was there for the first year when I was there. I was there for almost 3 years. First year that I was there, we were at some government billets, and in the farm field behind us, they found a 1,000-pound bomb where the guy was plowing the field, so we had to vacate the building because the bomb disposal people had to come and take care of that. So that just shows you that stuff was still residue from war. He had 4 German dentists working in our dental clinic. And they were very professional, and I was in charge of their overseeing their work, and they're very, very good. And one of the things that I noticed when I talked to them about they had this universal type healthcare stuff, and I said, "Do you guys have private practices?" And they said, "Yes." I said, "Well, you do very good work here," and he said, "Well, we can't do that kind of work in our private practice. We get only 25, 1 mark per procedure, and we were seeing sometimes like 20 and 30 people a day. So you can't spend a lot of time with somebody.
Yeah.
So they were very disheartened about what they had to do with this universal dental care that they had over in Germany then. I don't know what it's like now.
All right, so
And
yeah.
one other thing. Her mother was born in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and she cost us $10.95. Now you can continue.
Okay.
Okay, she brought up another point that I forgot about. My parents were from Czechoslovakia, and the Russians were still controlling that part of Europe. And I tried to, with another nurse from our hospital who had family over there also, to get over to visit them. And everything was fine at the Russian embassy until they asked us what we did for a living, and we said we're in the Air Force. The answer was yet. We tried twice, they just wouldn't let us in. That was sad. What else? The people seem to have, they had a lot of, as far as their cars go, they had BMWs and Mercedes and a lot of those cars running around. But the most popular car was a Volkswagen, which was I bought, which was very good.
All right, so